Welcome. Good afternoon to you. I am Michelle, and yes, you are tuned into the Win Win Life show. And this afternoon, we have a special segment this afternoon. Last week on the 1st of May, I went live on Facebook, and one of the things I said, the main reason why I went live was to let you know that going forward, until I feel led to otherwise, I'll be spotlighting Facebook friends of mine that I see that they are out there, they are doing a great work, and just want to spotlight them. And this is one of the ways in which I am paying it forward as with a collaborative effort to all my Facebook family and friends who would have interacted with my post from time to time, the consistency and regularity of it, as well as your encouragement and your engagement would have caused me to regain my status as a top rising creator. One of the benefits of that is Facebook now promotes and suggests your profile, in this case, it being mine, to persons who are on Facebook and who may be into the type of content that you're producing. And so this is one of the ways that I want to pay it forward by spotlighting. From time to time, I will come on and I will spotlight a Facebook friend and just giving a shout out to them and the work that they're doing, whether it be business or ministry or both, and just the way in which they're winning. Just want to give a shout out. So today we are doing the very first one, the very first spotlighting. And the spotlighting that we are doing today is spotlighting for Stacy-Ann Garvey. Stacy-Ann, in quotes, Resurrected Garvey. The actual meaning of her name, Stacy-Ann, is resurrected. And she's affectionately known as Resurrected Garvey. So we're going to spotlight her today, talk some about her and what she has been doing. And we may just be able to get her in studio for next week to spotlight her as a best-selling author, which she is. So let's jump on right into it. Just before we jump on right into it, let's go ahead and give a promo to our gratitude journal. It's actually two in one, or affirmation and gratitude journal two in one, and see where you can pick up yours. Yes, so that's your I am I am I am loved and affirmed gratitude journal. One of those moments where you just tongue tied. So this afternoon we are spotlighting Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey. And right now, as God would have it, Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey, she handles, wear the hats as it pertains to these four ministry slash business, that of the Resurrected Garvey Ministries, that right now it is the umbrella over three particular ministries and still growing as the Lord will lead: the RGM Prison Ministry and the Resurrected Garvey Outreach Ministries, that's within the communities, and the Rescue the Next Generation, which that would have come on board last year, as well as she's have a fashion. She is a fashion designer, and she's the Resurrected, with the brand Resurrected Designs. She also wear other hats, and as we progress, you will see what other hats she wear. And you'll now get an opportunity to see who is this young woman, Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey. Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey. Now she has the title of Reverend. Reverend Stacy-Ann Garvey. She's affectionately known as, what I said to you earlier, Resurrected Garvey, is a woman of remarkable strength and resilience. She has emerged as a powerful leader, mentor, and evangelist over the past decade. Reverend Garvey's journey to spiritual transformation is truly awe-inspiring. And if you ever get a chance to hear not even the entire story of her life, but pieces, just nuggets, you will be jaw dropped, like in awe. Like, wow, did you actually walk through that? Did you actually experience that? In 2010, while serving a prison sentence at the Fort Augusta Adult Correctional Center, she surrendered her life to the Lord. Since then, Reverend Garvey has dedicated herself to serving God and others wholeheartedly. Currently, she serves as the Outreach Director of Praise House Ministries under the guidance of Reverend Carlton Daly. Reverend Garvey's list of accomplishments and roles is extensive and impressive. She is the mother of two teen boys, an internationally ordained chaplain, a news anchor at Mercy and Truth Ministries Television, a full time minister, and the Resurrected Garvey Ministries executive director. She has touched countless lives through her teachings and the ministry. In addition to her spiritual pursuits, she is an author, best-selling author at that, Amazon bestseller, master of ceremonies, international motivational wealth and empowerment speaker, fashion designer, a at Resurrected Designs. Resurrected Garvey serves as a life coach and is the visionary behind the Resurrected Garvey Outreach Ministry and the RGM Prison Ministry. And that needs to be amended to add and the Rescue the Next Generation Ministry. Her dedication extends beyond where she currently finds herself. One, Television Jamaica, TVJ, it's shortened TVJ, had a feature of her on primetime news. Television Jamaica featured her also on a segment on their prestigious talk show called Profile. The one before was the ex-convict appeals for second chance. And she was also featured on RJR, featured as a guest on JCF Now with Inspector Ava Lindo on multiple occasions. Reverend Garvey collaborated with various charity organizations and ministries, both locally and internationally, demonstrating her commitment to making a positive impact, whether through evangelism, prison ministry, school tours, community outreach projects, or weekly initiatives to feed the homeless and the elderly. She has earned the title of an unsung hero. She has earned the title of an unsung hero, inspiring lives not only in Jamaica, but across the globe. The Bridge 99 FM and Her Flow Foundation honored Minister Garvey for her work in communities island-wide. With her motto, Sola Scripture, meaning scripture alone, Reverend Garvey exemplifies a life firmly rooted in faith. She encourages others never to allow the devil to dictate or conclude their stories. She encourages others never to allow the devil to dictate or conclude their stories, serving as a generation changer and an embodiment of God's transformative power. That is just a snippet of Reverend Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey's life. And just wanted to share with you from flyers just a bit more. The Prison Outreach Ministry, as it's a charitable organization and it continues to go on each day, each week, each month, each year, the patronage, the giving, the partnership, the sponsorship from persons like yourself indeed comes in timely and indeed comes in handy when Reverend Garvey is to gather her team and go out, whether it be into a community or whether it be into a prison or whether it be into a school. It comes in really handy. Your giving, your partnership, your sowing into the ministry of Resurrected Garvey Ministries. And so on the screen, you will see ways in which you can give. And if that is even any sort of blockade to your giving, then by all means, you can, the numbers are here on the screen that you can call. For Lady Vanessa Miller, she is located in Florida. And so for persons who are in the US, you can definitely reach out to her. For the numbers above 876, those are Jamaican numbers. You can reach out to Minister Garvey via those numbers, and she would happily receive your call because it would mean more. She can reach more. Herself and the team can reach more whenever you go ahead and take that initiative to come on board and partner with her. They rescue the next generation. Last year, God directed her just to make a one move in the month of January, which she obediently followed as God led. To her surprise, it was another arm or leg of the ministry that God expanded, where He wanted her to, and the team, Dr. Harvey, to go out into the schools and the school communities. And as they said yes to this, it was call after call after call after call after call, where the schools, the leadership within the schools, parents are saying, we need help. And so here, Reverend Garvey, in partnership with Dr. Harvey, would have answered the call to this new leg of the ministry that expanded last year and is going out into the schools, reaching our young people, those who are to take over, to take the baton and the torch and carry on with the work that would have been started in our lives. So today, for those who are just joining us, last week, the 1st of May, I did say, as I would have gotten recognized by Facebook as a rising creator. One of the benefits is Facebook suggest and promote your profile to other persons. And one of the ways in which I'm paying that forward is from time to time, I will spotlight friends of mine. Today, we are spotlighting Lady Reverend Stacy-Ann Garvey. And she does not have a clue, but she will hear about it. I'm pretty certain she will hear about it. Here, the Rescue the Next Generation in this month of May, we are to pivoting and making some plans to continue on to going out as the schools call. We move out in where the need is. Our young people, our young people, our young people. And pretty certain that it's not only on the island of Jamaica, but as God continues to lead this young woman, Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey, he has already confirmed that it is global. That is not only on the island of Jamaica that the youths need to be rescued. It's not only on the island of Jamaica that those who are incarcerated behind bars in the prison, where they need to be resurrected, that they need to be, their lives need to be resurrected again. Not only within the communities of Jamaica where we find the needy and the lost and the hungry and the dying, but in countries and other islands across the globe. And so, as Minister Garvey would have said yes to God on the island of Jamaica, she continues to give her profound, unconditional yes to God, along with her team as they move out. Resurrected Garvey, as we did read her profile earlier, she not only is a reverend, she's also a coach, a life coach, a wealth coach. And so here I am shouting out her that if you are one who needs a coach who has just been battling life and just the pressure, the struggle, the fight that comes with it all on your own, go ahead and give Reverend Garvey. Give her a call or a DM her on Facebook. She is, you will not see Stacy, and you will see her Facebook as Resurrected, the AKA name that I mentioned to you earlier, Resurrected Garvey. Reach out to her and let her know you heard about her on the Win Win Life show, where I promoted her. She was promoted right here as a coach that can be of service to you. Resurrected Garvey, as mentioned earlier as well, she is a best-selling author on Amazon. Her first book, known as My Prison Break. And I want for you to stay real close because we have extended an invite to Reverend Garvey. We have had her here before, so she's not a stranger, where we have interviewed her on other matters. Next, when we sit and have a conversation with Reverend Garvey, we'll be talking with her as author, best-selling author of her book, My Prison Break. So before you move on to do whatever else that you have set to do this afternoon, I am encouraging you and inviting you to head on over to Amazon and pick up your very own copy of My Prison Break. Trust me, your eyes will be opened, you will be blessed, and you will want to also share it with someone else. In order to get to Amazon, there is a link. The link for the book is somewhere right around this video, whether it be at the top or at the bottom, depending on which platform you are listening to. But you can just go ahead and click and easily get over to Amazon to pick up your own copy of My Prison Break. And just before we skedaddle on out of here, just want to share a little from the heart of Reverend Garvey. And it reads, we live in a society that can be very unforgiving. A society where if your character was marred by past mistakes, issues, then you become afraid to face or even talk about yourself. Most of these issues have caused hearts and minds to become trapped and blocked, ultimately resulting in one's spirit to ultimately resulting in one's spirit to not be in tune with their soul and their body. My prison break will expose issues and topics that persons are afraid to speak about or deal with. It will shed light on mess that many have buried and seem to have forgotten, but ultimately still controls them. These issues are what has caused many to struggle with mental health in an issue that many struggle with, even as Christians, ultimately becoming imprisoned by it. This book, My Prison Break, was birthed out of a prison experience which caused the real prison to be known and acknowledged. It will allow readers to understand that a situation is never as simple as it may seem or think it is. This book is expected to change lives, bring forth deliverance to captives, and break limitations. It will empower minds and allow individuals to see the real value within themselves. Oh, we sure do need that, yeah? Mhm. And realize their true self and God given potential. It highlights the potential within all which is unstoppable. I wrote my prison break not for sympathy or because it was a good story to tell. I wanted to evangelize the true meaning of God's word. St. John 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I wanted persons to know how reckless the love of God really is, and that we do not have to pretend to be who we are not in order to receive his love. And that we do not have to pretend to be who we are not in order to receive his love. It is to show that even though my experiences were not the best, they were worth it. This book is to let persons know that no matter how dirty, messy, or unattractive something appears, there is something good on the inside. Being bound is never ultimately bringing transformation and hope. Giving up is never an option. Being bound is never someone's final portion, except for the devil. We who are created in God's image and likeness have a rich heritage that was provided for us by God. And the circumstances in life should never have the power to keep us bound, whereby we are not able to inherit all God has destined for us in his word, according as it is written in Revelation 12, verse 11, which speaks, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. I believe, closing it out from Minister Reverend Stacy-Ann Garvey, I believe that God is using this medium to teach us who we truly are and to take us to our next level. This medium being the book, My Prison Break. I believe that God is using this medium, this book, to teach us who we truly are and to take us to our next level. This is to show us that where we are no matter how far gone, that we can be redeemed and we can be set free. Our lives can impact those that we will come across once we display the right attitude, and to show that even those casted aside by society and man can be redeemed. This book exposes the lies of the enemy, the Antichrist, and promotes the word, which is the truth of God. We were all created to reflect God. And so this book will bring mind renewal, getting our minds and hearts to a place where we will break free from the shackles of captivity and limitations. We will begin to live the life that speaks to the resurrection power and the transformation through Jesus Christ. Mm, beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's where we're going to pack it up for today, as we would have spotlighted Reverend, Minister, Master of Ceremonies, Life Coach, Empowerment Speaker, Global Empowerment Speaker, cap after cap after cap. This one thing I'll tell you, in order for Stacy-Ann Resurrected Garvey to be able to wear these caps one after the other or several at the same time, she can only do it and have been only doing it in the strength and in the power of her God, and Him guiding and leading step by step by step. As it is written, thy word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. I trust that what that snippet that would have shared about Reverend Garvey's life this afternoon, that it would be a blessing to you, an encouragement to you, for you to know that just as God has been leading her step by step by step, thy word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path, that you will come into that place and know that He is beckoning to you to come. Let me lead you. Let me lead your life. Reverend Garvey is an example, is an example, is an example, and a reminder, an example to let you know, just like God is doing it in her life, with your yes, He can do it into your life as well. And a reminder to let you know, you have a God-given purpose to fulfill. Don't sleep on it. Get up and let's go. Get up and let's go. We'll pack it up there for today. God bless you. You have a wonderful rest of the day. And I look forward to seeing you. Remember, we have touched base with Minister Garvey. So all being well, will be seeing her come next week as we have a sit down with her and a conversation on her as an author. And we dive into the pages of the book and the message of the book and to whom the book has been written as God led. God bless you. Au revoir, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of the Sunday afternoon. Bye now.